second game of the doubleheader tonight. The Rockets in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and promote it.
Oh, man! Gilgeous-Alexander, the best of the night from SGA. Pow! Doing it all tonight. 30 points for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Isaiah Joe, man, he's serving up a hot cup of Joe.
Shai, nice spin move, went right around Clowney, and then elevates up for that jam. As the Thunder grow the lead in SGA. As we come up on the 2-minute mark, it's a one-score game, 3-point OKC lead. Shai, the step-back shot, he's got 42! Offense here in the second half. Two shading over toward SGA. Cuts through a couple of defenders. How did he get that up? SGA slicing and dicing to the rim.
Against Utah a couple of weeks ago, he hit 9 3-pointers and had a career-high 37. Euro step and one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Real way to stop this guy, but if you don't contain him.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got Mobley on him. Slithers in, falling away, got it! Just great shot making. 3/4 complete here in Cleveland. The Cavs with a 1-point lead over the Thunder.
For Jokic after the three made by Jang. Tied at 23, that ended an 8-0 run. Gilgeous-Alexander is so crafty.
You gotta know if you're Peyton Watson.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, what a feed! The finish by Wallace and the setup by SGA.
And this is what you're talking about, Candace. Under great control here. Stays on the floor. Staying on the floor also gives you an extra count.
You know, that's a luxury in the NBA, a guy that can guard all 5 positions.
Shai turns off balance, takes the bump. What a move! Oh, SGA!
Like an NFL running back, it just danced right to the basket before the weak side could get there. That's where Dunn got caught in no man's land.
Mike, look at the body bend. Turning the corner. And
just making him work for everything.
Speaking of work, and my goodness, SGA in the mid-range. And Mark Dagnall is going to call a timeout here. He wants to check.
And Aiden has stayed on the floor, the 7-footer for the Trailblazers the entire quarter.
And just has not been able to capitalize on the size advantage inside. Shai kept that pivot foot down, little up and under. Kimura couldn't do anything about it.
You know, just stay in the flow.
SGA and Chet Holmgren have come back in. A.J. Mitchell, Isaiah Joe on the floor first time. Tough step back shot. Zubats. Oh, the good anticipation. Caruso that time got the best. SGA finds an open shooter. It's Joe. Once again, no hesitation, and the result is the same as he's got himself another 3.
Here it is. You get the steal out front, create your own offense. Just give him a cup of Joe. Take a look at this. How about this? Just patience. I think KCP's a pretty good defender. You know, he does.
Both these teams shot north of 50% in the first quarter, but not so much here in the second. SGA.
Great defense. This is one of the best scorers we have in this league on full display.
Rui with his 3rd field goal tonight. Baseline cut Wiggins from SGA.
Here's what I'm talking about. So Shai gets the screen from Hartenstein. Now he's downhill, and you see Vincent coming to the...
Particularly here in the second half. Now they're down to 29% from 3 in the game. On the other end.
SGA, here we go. Look, this is what he's so good at. That looks easy, Mark.
Going to try and walk down SGA, and they turn the Warriors over again. George back out top. Gilgeous-Alexander working on Waters. A little light work for SGA.
This guy, Mark, just the ability, the ways he can score from so many different places.
You always play, you know, according to what they're capable of doing. And that's certainly, this is a scoring team, but they also give up a lot of points too. And Shai gets on the scoreboard with his first 2.
This is about as pure as it's going to get.
Just does a great job of getting away from the defense.
The slip. Nobody saw it coming.
And another key for the Thunder is moving the basketball. As this is like a laser pass right by Marketing. As Casey Wall said, thank you very much.
That's exactly what you want from Marketing, who's had some big time. Can't do anything about it.
It's so nice, you got to see it twice. Take a look at this, folks. There's a whole lot of movement on this play. As he was
76% from the line, misses that. Jackson kept it alive. Gilgeous-Alexander has it. Oh, ball fake and a slam.
There goes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got the tall Anthony Black on him. At 6'7", matching up against the 6'6" Gilgeous-Alexander, and forces him into a tough shot, and he makes it anyways.
Isaac was able to score, and SGA, great patience, ball fake. Able to.
Now he's got the switch. Pulls, but so silky by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the night thus far, and Gilgeous-Alexander putting together a few of them.
And this right here is like he's dancing right there. Great footwork, little Fred Astaire action, taking advantage of Goga.
Oh, man.
Take a look at this, folks. I mean, what? He's behind the backboard.
Huff dribbled right into the turnover. More ball pressure, that time from Dort. Kenrich right back. SGA, he'll finish off the transition dunk.
Transition opportunity for the Thunder. As they get out in transition. That's coming off that corner three by Kenrich Williams, forcing the Grizzlies to call another timeout.
And you're seeing the bench so productive. SGA, backdoor cut, totally rips through the defense. Bain gliding through the lane, missed the shot. Shai out of the pack, put his head down, attacking Kennard, bounces right off of him, and bounces into the slam.
How about this? This is what I call a coast to coast and butter and toast, folks. You get the rebound, you get the steal, and you go coast to coast with it.
The lead with SGA on the bench. Now he's back in, going to work on Reed. Hesitation, all the way to the cup, plus the foul.
I can guard him. I know he's ice cold. Man, this here is cold-blooded. I mean, how many times he's going to squeeze away from him? Oh, man, that's not right, man. I'll tell you.
5 different 10-day contracts to keep his career alive. Nice cut. Wiggins on the back door. Got a little birthday present from SGA.
Oh, how about that?
And SGA making sure he sends the birthday. Got that screen from Jay Will, gave it right back to him. He shows a little touch in the mid-range. Nice pass from SGA. Most of those coming in the second half. Porzingis listed at 7-3.
And one, guys, so I'm just going to hold on to you. Wasn't able to hold on to Drew Holiday in no man's land. Making
step on Tatum, counted in a foul.
He just pours it on. He doesn't really, he stays low on this. He takes a little bump.
He hits the deck.
Just probing the defense once again with the basketball. And then there's that hit on the arm, the wrist by Brown.
Hartenstein the fake. Gilgeous-Alexander, backdoor cut.
Just such a pretty pass from Hartenstein. He fits very well here. 2 go to him, the back cut by Shai. But again, this is just off an offensive rebound. This isn't a set play.
Garland trying to hand off. Isaiah Joe picks it off. Gilgeous-Alexander, Mobley in pursuit and throws it down. Little bump, creating some space. Also leading the team in assists tonight with 5. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back, three-pointer, line drive, nails another.
The smoothness, it's just such a smoothness.
That's kind of how this first half has been going for the Knicks. Exactly how that ball bounced. Looked like it was going in, and then it went out.
Shai spins, floats, and scores right before Towns. Wide open.
Oh, take a look at this. Just dancing with the basketball. My goodness. My.
This time Shai. The advantage here on Brunson. Bounces off him, a little fadeaway shot, and SGA scores it on the fadeaway.
Just physical play.
That just goes to show that the comfort level that he has as SGA once again bending that Knicks defense.
To not allow him. That pass didn't have a whole lot of pace on it.
Shai pulls up and nails it from 3.
That's why he's an MVP.
In the NBA, the versatility on the defensive end.
And you hear that consistently from his peers. How about that? SGA.
Obviously averaging over 25 points per game. That is really hard to make up. As SGA leans in, he got below the free throw line. A little off-balance shot. Off the switch. Wants to go to work on Council. Wide open shooter, it's Dort from the outside, and Lou Dort with a layup line three.
Either call his own number or call someone else's number. This time it was Lou Dort with the trifecta as he was kind of stumbling.
Always has an outlet every single time he has the ball in his hands, and that time just using his size and his skill.
Oh my God!
Down Junior at the line is 2.
The Thunder lead the NBA in steals and opponents' turnovers as SGA drives and lays it in.
And SGA right here knows he has the mismatch against Strus. The help is a little bit late.
Thunder by 19 with the ball here. Gilgeous-Alexander 22 in the first half.
Up here, as you see, first of all, SGA, this is a tough shot right there. The help defense coming, but able to elevate.
And another steal. Swarming defense. SGA setting it up. SGA will finish it off with the power punch.
How about Shai picking up that loose change off the floor? He's always got that Doppler radar going, partner. You know, you can just see it just going around, and every now and then a player will light up.
They haven't gone away all night. Nice pass inside. Williams. Wallace able to rip it away. No look over the shoulder pass to the perimeter to Dort. SGA. Oh, the beautiful spin. The finger roll. Look at this nifty pass.
Oh, my goodness. No look. Oh, come on. The organizational, philosophy closely connected with the coaching staff. Well, how about that, man? Come on, Shai, what are you doing, man? Take a look at this, folks. Come on. He bounce passed it with one hand.
They want to look at themselves in the mirror. Another block.
Chet Holmgren, the long arm of the law. Oh, look out! That's a man's jam for Holmgren. Chet Holmgren, the block and the smash. Ahead for Gordon. Drive and kick to the other side of the floor. The hustle, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the body control in the bucket.
And this right here, you see SGA doesn't give up on the play.
Not at all. He goes full speed. Great finish.
In that painted area.
Oh, Shai right with Şengün on him. Finishes with the left hand on the reverse.
Another guy who likes to be physical in Şengün. Now look at all the attention that Shai gets.
Still finds just enough daylight and a crease to get to the cup and scores.
Good job by Kendrick, not just standing out there watching that paint dry, even though he was guarding Fox on that play.
Shai, nice spin move and the finger roll.
To the free throw.
Sacramento shooting 60% from the field. My goodness. It's a one-point game. Shai, mid-range. He'll shoot right over the top of Ellis, take a bump, and now he's going to the line.
CP3. And then Collins. Gilgeous-Alexander penetrates. Back out to Dort. His triple. Good!
Shaden Sharp.
That was a position
where they get you, defensive rebounding, and they are off to the races.
SGA hits the brakes. Knocks down the mid-range.
The Thunder looking to run, but SGA said, I'm doing it one-on-one.
Being tight right now. Pull of 10 between the two. Offensive glass there. Tap by Morris. Sets up SGA with a left-hand leaner. And those are the ones you just absolutely have to be able to cash in on. As Alexander drops it off down to George. Cutting baseline.
On a break situation, SGA gets in the lane,
and blocks out Iguodaro.
Final shot of the first half. Shai got it up over the 7-footer. Detonates at the rim.
I'll tell you, this has been the labor of love tonight for the Thunder. Just forcing the Jazz to cough up the basketball, and it's led to some exciting plays like this one here. And he's gonna be the third. How about this?
Good transition defense by Cleveland. Gilgeous-Alexander feels a little bump, then throws it in.
Very strong, so he just wants to get to his spot. That little bump makes Strus take, I don't know, a foot and a half back. Watch this bump. Bump, I got a little space. Bump, I got space. Now I can turn around into that jump.
5 minutes into the second. Gilgeous-Alexander at 8 points in that first quarter. Pulls up, jump shot. That mid-range game is lethal.
We talk about cadence of a player. I mean, just multiple moves all the time. Shift. Get him leaning left. Get him leaning right. You're reacting to my moves. Watch him push the footwork backward. Right? He gets that defender retreating.
He's been the best shooter for LA by far. Now the leading scorer. This time Hartenstein, the beneficiary on the pretty pass.
Jason Wallace up top. Gilgeous-Alexander turns, fires, scores.
He just gets to his spots. Another shoulder.
And Wallace pulls back, they'll reset. Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Garland. His floater is up and good. Oh, the shot making here in the fourth.
A team that would like to go after their missed shot. Well, how about that? My goodness. That's why he's an MVP, not just an all-star. He's an MVP. He's just playing.
Bridges, flat on the three, no good. Shai's got time. OKC, final shot time here. Zigzagging his way up the floor, goes with the left hand in transition for SGA. Shai drives, scoops, and scores, plus the foul on the other end of this break. Kobe White committing the foul. Thunder with the lead here.
Class all the way. Holmgren throws it down out of the timeout.
Had 8 blocks in a game here last year.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the fake. That's nasty. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Alex Caruso came up with that block from the weak side.
Shai stops, pump fakes, and scores. He was 44% last season. Never afraid to shoot. Always got to be careful of him taking charges inside. Shai, Daniels on him. Tough fade away. What a shot from SGA.
Coming over to help out. Look at this. I mean, look at this, folks. He does a little step back, then he does a fade away.
It was quick from Young. He's used to those double teams. Now he sees it again. As an open man, it's J-Dub. Goes right around the and puts it down.
And how about that pass was perfect.
Seen from Atlanta the years past. There is a swipe away by Caruso.
He's had 3 of those already.
Shai serves it up, and then it's J-Dub. And it's a little too strong. Ayton, former #1 pick out of Arizona. As SGA, little stutter step, goes right by Avdia, goes for the reverse and shows the touch.
In the game, and the Blazers made theirs a little bit later.
Thunder had back-to-back possessions that resulted in a turnover. Not this time. The hit ahead pass to SGA. 24 combined threes. Good anticipation. Caruso playing much taller. SGA spots up, passes up the 3. Inside it's Dort plus the foul. In this first half.
Caruso working well without the ball. Not a scorer. He just does all the little things he might be best equated to.
In OKC, you need points and you need them fast. SGA trying to get around Jokic, trying to get to the rim, takes a little bump, and got the 2.
Just Alexander. Sprays it out to the wing. Wide open. Wiggins cash out.
How long can he carry this team without Chet? He made it simple and plain, as long as I have to.
the Pelicans, they continue to try to take advantage of the lack of size in the interior for the Thunder.
That's SGA's spot. And he knocks it down, and Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Boston stayed in front of him. Good nail help by Green. SGA and one. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Skyler. Shot clock winding down to 5. Done on SGA, who throws up a running right-handed hook from his hip. The rookie Ryan Dunn taking on the challenge of SGA.
And they do a great job. And kind of stole that from him.
SGA, nice drive, breaking down the defense, and Hartenstein able to lay it up and in. And Curry draws the offensive foul as we take a look at the first couple buckets.
Yeah, how about that? Just good ball.
At just under 43%. So that backs up.
Okay, you can see right over the out. Those three statistics are connected. How about the eagle-eye pass by Shai? I mean, that's a number that's pretty high up there, folks. As he is leading the NBA in total points. That's still my point right there.
It was Kenrich Williams who knocked it away, and they control it the other end with a half minute to go.
Wow. Again, Zaya Hartenstein.
Look how it has paid off. Coach Dagnall saying he came into the league ready to go.
What defense by Dort. And Doncic is 1 of 7. It'll trickle in.
To the baseline.
Automatic.
Jalen Williams on Lillard and got a piece of it. This Thunder team just ferocious on the defensive end, and Williams has become an excellent defender. Nice feed inside. Gilgeous-Alexander to Hartenstein.
Shai negotiating inside, and that one drops in. Another opportunity for a three-point play.
Great job just hitting it right in the body. Right there, folks. And there's that swipe on the arm. It's one way to get that shot blocker off that mountain. Just hit it.
Shai Will has come off the bench. Played really well. Shai's going to lean into it, takes a little bump, and another trip to the line on an and one.
About the and ones. And look at this here. This is a repost, actually, folks.
That was a beauty. And then Pippen Jr. ran right into Wallace for the turnover. Wiggins down the lane. The finger roll is good.
How about that man blocking Jaren Jackson Jr.'s shot?
Shai. Oh, the scoop off the window. In transition.
He came out with the basketball. And J-Dub blocking Jaren Jackson Jr.'s shot leads to a track meet.
Marcado pelo Lariga, deixa com Kenrich Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander contra o Desmond Bain. Shai no step back, ele vai para o arremesso. Mais 2 pontos para Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Minnesota is not going to give you much when they play defense. SGA slithers his way inside for the scoop off the glass.
Wow, he did it to 3 guys.
In about a minute to put Minnesota back up by 12. SGA on the baseline. Quiets things down momentarily. As Randall had it poked away. Jada finally comes up with the steal. Trying to create the odd man rush up ahead. It's SGA on the jam. And OKC finally able to get out of the run. Did you see that?
Okay, this is the first one. There's a second one. And he says the third time, I got it. And he just puts it in the bag and hands it off to a student.
Karl Anthony Towns picks up his first. Ability to get to the basket, but also just keep his balance to finish. The N1 is the impressive part of it because he's running into a guy who's 260, 270.
Carlson able to rip away that rebound. Already 8 threes, season high for a quarter. Once again, SGA wiggles his way for the shiny layup.
And what's impressive, there's no let up ever from OKC. They may not make shots offensively, but the commitment to defense, and that guy right there, getting into the postseason. They won the first round, the OKC Thunder. They were in a tough matchup in the second round, lost to Dallas. As SGA makes it look too easy.
There is just no chill whatsoever for this team, no matter who they're playing on any given night. SGA once again knifing through the Sixers defense.
The option for him to pass the basketball, he had nowhere to pass it to. Wow.
I'm going to give that an and one to SGA. We'll see.
I keep saying this every game, folks. Young players, you hear the whistle, just throw the ball up. You never know what's going to happen. You know, that's a lot of work for a young coach like him.
SGA going to work on Carrington, just backing him down.
Like that. Take a look at this, folks. He's got a free throw when we come back. They made that skip pass. Thunder have gotten out to those shooters quick.
And more free throws coming up for SGA. Make it a free throw.
Oh, he's just a tough cover. Crispin is doing the best he can. I mean, there's that hole.
Correction, no basket.
Well, they're going to wipe away the and one. They're going to say this was on the deck.
Wow, I thought he was in the
here for Philly, getting a one-year deal. The Thunder, in terms of SGA, and Dort know him well from his time with France basketball. There's a nice play, setting it up. Just continues to play that Cason Wallace defense. SGA maneuvering from behind the backboard. He has had a series of those, a couple on this road trip. Edwards threes, Downs had it going here. 19 down to 11. SGA down the lane, and that is just too much.
And that time, Yabusele got caught on him. There's that little hold up, and once he
averaging a double-double on the season. Sets the screen for SGA, snaps that pass cross court, and Cason Wallace's strong offensive night. Wallace, thanks to this pass from SGA, that left hand just slingshot right cross court. Dort got inside. Shai there on that loose ball. Trying to give him a little bit of space so that he can drive. Pulls up the free throw line, and Shai is just so good. That time he got it up over Powell. There is Dort. He'll kick it outside to SGA. And now he will go to the line. And they're going to say continuation, plus the foul.
He slipped and fell. He got up. He said, okay, I got my footing back. Then he bumps into him. And I give it to him.
12 points, 10 assists. And when you got Brown and Westbrook doing what they're doing, is SGA on the reverse. Pretty move, spins it home.
SGA here, showing you his skills. You know, once he gets that first step going, he's going all the way to the basket.
As SGA is going to go.
How about this little cool hand loop move to answer that and one by Westbrook on the other.
Hand in there, knocked it free, forced the turnover on the break. Isaiah Joe is going to clean it up, finish it off.
Derrick Jones Jr. had that loose change. That time Wiggins just took it from him. I mean, excuse me, J-Dub just poked it away from him.
There's Isaiah Joe. So SGA fires it over to Kenrich. Wide open, Kenrich Williams gets into the scoring department. That's got to feel good. Shai maneuvering, nice pass underneath. There's Jalen Williams, flush it home.
And just to remind you guys, he said take care of the ball. That's something that they haven't done the last 3 possessions.
Yeah, the Thunder have turned them over, Angel, 4 times. Hartenstein with a nice slam. Gilgeous-Alexander, Hield picks him up on the switch. Goes tween, pulls it back. Man, he's doing drills out here in the first quarter. 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Isaiah Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander off the pin down. Hartenstein with the flush. Wiggins providing the point of attack defense. Podziemski switches on to SGA. Sidestep 3. Got it! A potential dagger.
He was 41% as a rookie, but he's struggled mightily. Wiggins, dunker spot, and he finishes it home with a left-handed reverse. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Shai leans in with the scoop, and it bounces home. Distance.
I know what that feels like sometimes.
Oh, okay.
On the glass, though. When I get like 8 rebounds in a row.
Oh, tough take, SGA.
And the 11-3 Thunder the other way with Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll dance on Champagny. Jab stepping, faking, leans, goes up and down. Dylan Jones has just checked back in the game, taking the place of Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, stop, start, spins, fires, good!
Okay, someone's starting to warm up here. Back-to-back buckets here.
Number 2.
What a spin move here.
Now makes his move at 5. Spins away, cuts down the lane, switches hands. Pretty finish with the left.
Take a look at this, folks. To end the quarter, SGA slicing, dicing, a little whirling and twirling, and a reverse layup as the Thunder gets the last laugh on the offensive end.
Dort's been feeling good from the outside, too. Too high. Plus 23 versus Phoenix. Nice pass. SGA found the dive, and all of a sudden it's Dylan Jones. He'll be in Los Angeles for Thanksgiving. Shai goes right up to the cup. Don't see that very often. He had some space in the red for the flush.
And all of a sudden, you know, the momentum starts to shift a little bit.
Keeping that ball moving. It's a little zone here from Dallas. Shai inside. Takes a little bump. Then he spins it home.
Take a look at this. Right there, he just snipes right through. And Gafford is going. You know the tough angle on the finish? Shai should have laid this up on the right side. And Gafford, that's where he was. He covered the right side.
See if the Thunder can get off a clean look here. Quickly. Shai, Marshall defending. Marshall falls. Shai open. And he switches home the 3 to make it a one-possession game. This is a 3. This is exactly what we were talking about, Mike. The outcome of a 3-point shot to cut that 6-point Dallas lead in half.
Only one of few players in the history of the game has ever been an MVP of the finals. The other guy was Kawhi Leonard. This guy here, he is off the charts right now.
Phoenix got their best offensive quarter with 24, but just not enough to keep up with it. And Shai with 14 seconds left time. Oh, fires it inside. How about A.J. Mitchell? It's not a big man. It's the shortest guy on the floor, who's now got 24. Don't forget about the no-look pass to the rookie.
He has been a critical offensive force for Dallas tonight. Shai on the drive, way upstairs.
The Thunder sitting at 29 points off turnovers. Put that in perspective. The Mavericks just 7.
SGA, he's had it going in the mid-range all night long. 25-point lead for the Thunder. Trying to close out the third. That slip pass from SGA. Gives the clock a check as he crosses the timeline at 3. Makes his move on Kennard. Off balance. Teddy Brown into the scoop.
You think he's going to step back for a 3. He goes all the way to the bucket and does a flat-footed layup. They would not be successful.
SGA, tough fadeaway on the baseline. Puts it up and in. Shai, lobbing. J-Dub caught it. Got it right back. Catch fire 3. That is good. SGA. He's got 40 in the game.
Lays it up and in. You look like you're defending on roller skates. Whoop! Down goes Josh Hart. 2 more points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now they get the 3 from Clowney. As Shai going right through defenders, hands in the air, that left-handed finish is a beauty. Nice touch by OKC, and this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can do. It doesn't matter how many
NBAcares.com. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander and 1 coming out of that timeout. It's a 26, but this bucket by Gilgeous-Alexander stops an 8-0 Cleveland run.
And the previous possession.
Carlson credited with the steal there. Gilgeous-Alexander with Niang on him, shakes and bakes and sticks the landing on a jumper. 4.5 to go on the first. Gilgeous-Alexander has 6 on the board. Takes a peek, backs his way in. Now the fadeaway is true. Special.
The turnover and then shows the post up. SGA with 8 points in 8 minutes.
That would have made him 3 for 3 from deep. And there is SGA getting his paws up there with the deflection. J-Dub trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Sends it up the floor, and SGA.
This is not Groundhog Day. This is just a different play. That time tiptoeing through the tulips was Door appears to be okay, but how about SGA, man, just coming over the top, almost like a defensive back in football. It goes coast to coast.
Everybody at some point is going to need it. That's the thing, too. There's that fadeaway. SGA on the baseline.
So you've got plenty of time left in this game.
Shai bounces off a couple of defenders and shows the touch, banking it home.
Clippers making him work for every bit of this and one. Takes the contact from Dunn and kisses it off.
Well extended out on the perimeter. Shai feeling the pressure. Open man, it's Holmgren. Catch fire three. That's good.
His last possession. Look at this. Jumps off. That's a high-level pass. Young players don't do that. You'll get in trouble. He's a pro. Gaining some momentum here.
A little stutter step to hesitation. SGA down the lane. Bisecting the middle. And a tough finish. Daniels just really aggravating SGA out on the perimeter. Shot clock hits 3. He'll pull up for the 3. Right over Daniels and knock it down.
Second team foul.
He's not able to guard. Let me say that, folks. Shot clock winding down. He called
again. A possession deep in the shot clock. Good defense, Casey Wallace. He'll send it up to Shai. Got behind the defense. He'll put it down.
This is the play before, man. He just picked the pocket. Called Trey Young, was Casey Wallace.
Just gave it up to Daniels. Shai came over, got swatted by Holmgren. Ball pops out. Shai takes it away from Daniels. All the way the other end to throw it down.
How about this, folks? I mean, just stingy. Active. This is one of the things we talked about, folks. That's one of the keys to the game.
Well, Mark Daniel said after the Lakers game that there's just a certain comfort level. Nice dive there by Hartenstein. SGA gives it up. Wiggins high off the window.
Cason Wallace. Hartenstein, of course, was a former Clipper and played in this building and just played lights out in New York. And that's Shai. SGA lays it up and in. Coming in, 12 for 18 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander stops on a dime, turns and shoots. And that's nothing but net from mid-range. Shai knows the clock. It's at 5. SGA for 3. Got it!
Just play defense and with his usual amazing self, energy-wise, but don't worry about putting the ball in the basket. Shai does hit a 3. What's that adrenaline kicked in? Don't leave Isaiah Jones. He just does not miss threes against the Warriors.
As SGA makes his move on Gafford, gets inside and did a great job of using the rim to negate the shot block ability of Gafford, and SGA able to spin it home.
And now Gafford, just a nice little lean in to avoid the shot blocking.
You see this wall that the Milwaukee Bucks are just putting against Shai, but there is no wall that can guard against a turnaround jumper to the baseline. Much better possession there by the Bucks. Get Giannis on the block, force the help, skip, open shot for Dame.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets one to go.
Can't try to make that home run pass. It'll make you pay.
Anthony turns it over again. Back-to-back possessions. No-look pass. Williams finishes as Gilgeous-Alexander. Chance at the last shot. Thunder, a dominant second quarter. Casey Wallace, little float game is true. So Gilgeous-Alexander goes right by Joseph. Got Isaac in the air and finishes. He was looking for a call. KCP, the turnaround jumper.
Just too easy right there. Post-up drive, shooting the 3 ball more this year.
Wiggins, and the Thunder now starting to pull away. SGA to Wiggins. Timeout, Orlando.
He has had some impressive makes here in this first half. Shai back to the line, switches hands, left hand, counted in a foul.
I'm not just throwing it up there, Mr. Cage, like you think I am. I've done this many times because I'm a professional scorer. I'm not sure who that was called on, both top and...
As Nembhard has returned, You got the mismatch here. Going to need a little help inside. Great defense for rookie Mitchell. Came from the backside to draw it free. Shai right back to Kenrich, and it leads to the 2 on the other end.
I love it when guards come down and help me out like that because, you know what, that's a tough spot when they throw it over the top. There's no way you can recover unless you got an A.J. Mitchell coming down. And then you get out in transition.
오른쪽 45도에 있는 선수가 민감하게 반응할 수밖에 없거든요. 여기서 나오는 캐치슛이 안정적이었습니다.
미스매치 활용합니다. 들어갑니다. 남은 시간 1초. 긁었어요.
길저스 알렉산더입니다.
환상적인 수비 그리고 건너지고 윌리엄스 득점.
Shows his aerial assault.
You've seen him make nice moves to the bucket. What's left? Oh, that's not left anymore.
With a little camper of his own.
Aaron Allen, a dominant offensive player, but as a rim threat and a target, he's pretty good.
Oh, he does those things extremely well.
Shai sees a seam, takes the bump from Hart, countered and a foul.
And that's what you got to do. We talked about fast break. Kind of transition. The Knicks can't set it up as.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And